So I'm sitting here editing another video, and I was also taking a look at my journal because I'm keeping a journal. Let me adjust my chair here. This is weirdly positioned. Let's get comfy. Don't sit crisscross applesauce. It's not good for you, but do as I say, not as I do. Anyway, I was looking at my journal because I keep a journal. Found it at Walmart and I just thought it was super cute. And I put my acting notes from class in here, but I also just journal thoughts because one of the books I'm reading talks about doing morning pages, which is really just a morning journal. And I started to write down the timeline of all that has happened within the last month and a half after deciding to pursue this dream. And it was kind of exciting to look back on it because it's just a reminder how much you can accomplish in a relatively short amount of time, and understanding it's not always going to be like this, especially at the beginning. I'm sure it's very fast paced. You're diving into everything. You're learning a lot, but it's just another piece of encouragement to let you know that you can do many, many things. And the important thing, as I have talked about in previous videos, is to just start, because I remember when I was thinking about booking an acting class, I had those nerves and those reservations. I was like, oh, maybe I'll wait another 6 months just to start to do a little bit more research. But that was my brain trying to stall because it was nervous. It was scared to start something new and to dive headfirst into a brand new thing that I've wanted to do for a very long time. It was intimidating. So my brain was trying to think of all these logical reasons to hold off. And I'm so glad that I didn't, because the amount of things that have happened between the start of all of this and up until this day is crazy. So I wanted to go through those just quickly. I think this will be just a shorter video, but one that I hope will make you feel a little bit better about taking that first step and what you can do. Even again, if it's not acting, apply it to whatever your creative passion is. And yeah, so let's talk about it. So May 4th, I made the decision to start acting. I think that was on a weekend. Same day, May 4th, I made a connection, as I talked about in my second or third video. I forget which one. But I made a connection on Instagram with an actress who was referred to me by a friend who I saw at my other friend's graduation party. Connections constantly. I connected with her. She's the one who recommended the acting class to me. On May 6th, I enrolled in my acting class. So 2 days after deciding that I was going to do all of this. May 7th, I started the acting class for the first time. May 9th, I booked my first headshot session. So I emailed the photographer. I started to do research about photographers and then ultimately settled on the one that I wanted. So I booked that. I got that on the schedule. May 16th, I got my headshots captured. May 24th, I shared on social media that I was doing all of this and included the headshots that I had already gotten back from the photographer. So that was my first step at very boldly and openly stating what I was pursuing. May 28th, I performed my first monologue. May 29th, I had my first self-tape audition, which also meant I created my first self-tape setup in my house, spotlighting, microphones. I already had my camera, as I mentioned, from my years in the wedding photography industry. But I had my first self-tape setup, did my first audition. And then June 12th, I signed with my first agent. So from May 4th to June 12th, all of that happened. Which is just crazy to me. And I didn't even include in here starting a YouTube channel. I don't know what day that was. I'll have to go back and look, but that was somewhere in the mix of it all. So you can include started YouTube channel, edited first YouTube video, posted first YouTube video. It's amazing. And I mean, personally, I'm proud of myself, of course, but I'm just very motivated to share that with others, because if I had waited even another month to start that acting class just because I was nervous and wasn't ready, or thought I wasn't ready, none of these things would have happened. And I mean, I could start and I might still accomplish the same things, but it would be a month later and you never know. So moral of the story is just start the thing, do the thing, and keep a journal. Keep a journal. It can be a piece of paper. It can be on your phone. Those of you who have an iPhone, I just recently discovered in one of the iOS updates, there's a journal element to things because they heard people complaining that they wanted that, I guess. And you can journal. You can add date stamped photos and it'll pull things that you have done on your phone or photos you have taken on your phone and compile a journal entry for you. I'm sure there's AI components that can help do it for you, because I know there are some people that are just like, oh my gosh, I don't have the time to journal. And I hear you. I am a single child-free person, and I even often feel like I don't have time to do things. I don't have time to journal. Who has time to journal? Of all the people on earth, I have time to journal. And if I feel like sometimes I can't even imagine how other people feel. But if you can, even if it's just one sentence, logging what you're doing, I highly recommend doing it. Because this is just really awesome to see. So that's just a little nugget, shorter video today. I am trying various things every week, but as I have mentioned, my goal is to post one video every week, regardless of how much production quality is behind it. I just want to post and share. So thank you for watching, and I look forward to chatting with you next week.